Well, good morning. Uh, another story came to mind that I'm going to tell you, and this is about an old friend of mine. He's passed away. He was 89 years old when he passed away last year, but he grew up through the Depression. He was born in 1932, and after I was used as a guinea pig in Toronto, I was in bad shape. And, in those days, in 1976, boys were pretty rough and tumble, and we had to fight our way through the schoolyard to establish the pecking order. And I was a good fighter. If I had to fight you, I could beat you. Really, I was a good fighter. But I lost my strength when that happened. Now, I wasn't a kid who liked to fight, but if I had to, I could, and I won most of the fights I get into. Not all of them, but most of them. And so I was fairly high in the pecking order, really, except for the fact that I wasn't well liked because I didn't participate in the free punches game. I talked about that a little bit in another video. But anyway, the bottom line is a lot of the boys were out to get me then because I had beat them in fights that they had initiated, and they saw an opportunity for a rematch against a much weaker version of myself. So I was getting my clock cleaned every day in the schoolyard, coming in from recess with my face all beat in, my nose bloodied, and all the rest of it. So anyway, this fella, he was the custodian at our school, one of two custodians. His name was Tom Kerr, and Tom Kerr was also a second cousin of mine. His father and my grandmother's father, his father, yeah, his father and my grandmother's father were brothers. My grandmother on my dad's side of the family. Anyway, Tom one time told me a story about when he first started driving back in the late 1940s. And he was driving through a little village called Westport, Ontario, which is not too far from my hometown. And he grew up in Stanleyville, Ontario, which was a little